Hi everyone, I'm Mary Wells, Dean of Waterloo Engineering, and it's my pleasure to introduce the Faculty of Engineering's Heritage Project. This project helps to bring to life our faculty's extraordinary 65-year and counting journey through interviews with former deans, faculty and staff members, alumni and supporters who have been part of building our incredibly strong international reputation. Word-of-mouth remembrances capture and preserve memories, experiences, and behind-the-scenes details not often included in written histories. Listen as each narrator contributes to our remarkable Waterloo Engineering story in their own voice.
I had been provost of the University of Toronto for 7 years. In my last few months in the job, David Johnston, who was by that time president of the University of Waterloo, out of the blue, called me and he said, I want to come and visit you. Can you buy me lunch? So I said, okay. So we had lunch in my office. We had sandwich lunch in my office at the University of Toronto. And then he came right out and said, what do you think working with us and becoming the Dean of Engineering at Waterloo and moving the Faculty of Engineering up a few notches on the excellence ladder? So I said, I appreciate the thought and I'll think about it and then we'll talk again. Once I talked myself into it and I said yes, I approached it with a great deal of enthusiasm and excitement. And it provided me with a wonderful chapter in my career. The initial point of our post plans was a detailed assessment of where we are as each department and as a faculty as a whole, and with a lot of data. By doing this self-study, then we decide on where we want to go. We want to attract more graduate students, we want to increase our research funding, we want to hire more faculty in areas X, Y, and Z, etc., etc. And you cost all of that and you determine where does that money come from. This process took about 1.5 years to develop each one of these plans. So that was the process. But what are the results? The results are good. The result is that the Faculty of Engineering over the period there, over the 9-year period, increased in size from about 170 professors to about 300. The external research funding doubled. The number of graduate students doubled, and the number of domestic graduate students increased tremendously. Perhaps the biggest physical manifestation of the period was the space program that we undertook, and which resulted in adding about, all told, about 1 million square feet of new space for engineering, and in my view, the most beautiful buildings of campus. Engineering 5, Engineering 6, which happened during my time, then Engineering 7, which happened during Bern's time. We created the Student Design Center, which is named after me now, which I'm proud of that. It's an Engineering 5, and it provides space for all the undergraduate engineering design teams. I think that the university is well set now to keep going up the excellence ladder, if you wish. If I look at engineering in particular, I think the Faculty of Engineering relatively well resourced. I'm sure there are some areas which need a little more here and there, but I think the highest priority now should be more excellence. Keep pushing up for higher quality, greater research productivity, keep the undergraduate programs top-notch, and keep advertising it to the whole world